Kyrie Irving finally speaks out. As we all know, Nico Harrison has been formulating this Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis trade for some time now, only talking to Rob Pelinka about a trade as well as talking to our ownership for approval, to the point where rival executives are upset that they were not made aware that Luka Doncic was available for trade, and Nico Harrison has made it very clear that he has always wanted Anthony Davis for some time now, and that was his only target for Luka Doncic, to the point where Jason Kidd and even Kyrie Irving were left in the dark and had no idea. But last night's game against the Philadelphia 76ers, Kyrie Irving was made available and did play, and after the tough loss, he did speak to the media to answer the burning question, how are you feeling? So in this video, we're going to take a look at everything that's been going on. Where was Kyrie Irving when he got the news? What did he say to the media? As well as what does his future look like for the Dallas Mavericks? But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 18,704 subscribers, getting very close to 19K. But if you want to be up to date on every little thing that's going on in the Mavericks world with the trades, the rumors, the reports, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But, like we said, Nico Harrison has been working on this Luka Doncic trade for some time, and since Sunday, or since the weekend, really, we've gotten a lot of information highlighting why we traded Luka Doncic. Why did Nico Harrison not want to tell other people? As he didn't want to lose the faith of the fans and make people angry, as well as he thought that Luka Doncic might use this news of being traded as leverage on not signing a Supermax or wanting a Supermax, or even forcing his way out of the team. And even though a lot of what we heard from Nico Harrison, you got to take it with a grain of salt, as a lot of it feels like he's just the fall guy for the ownership, and a lot of conspiracy theories are flowing everywhere you look. But one thing is true, is that people were left in the dark. Nico Harrison only spoke to Rob Pelinka about an Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic swap, and we did find out he was looking at a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade, but then he pivoted to Anthony Davis and he solely focused on that, and he only talked to the ownership as far as the Mavericks organization for approval. And lo and behold, it finally went through. We made the trade for Anthony Davis, and a lot of people were affected in a lot of ways. And one player that was affected was Kyrie Irving, and as we all know, he has a very close and personal relationship with Luka Doncic. And when the trade went down, it was reported that Kyrie Irving was also stunned by the Luka AD trade. I'm told he was doing a training session in Cleveland when he saw the news come across from Shams. Obviously, Kyrie had no idea. He was not made aware that this was going on. And a lot of people think that Kyrie Irving knew that he wanted Luka out. He wanted to be the guy. And I don't think that's the case at all. We have seen an amazing last 2.5 seasons of Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving. And we know that they have a real relationship. They play together very well. And off the court, they've met each other's families. They have dinners together. We've seen them playfully just mess around with each other whenever they're in front of the cameras. They are a real brotherhood. And there's no way that Kyrie Irving would have greenlit this trade or went along with it. But we also have reports here that show that PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford are on the bench for the Cleveland Cavaliers trade, where we had the Cleveland Cavaliers game where we had a lot of players out. PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford are on the bench, but Kyrie Irving isn't. Not trying to make assumptions, but I doubt he's in a good mood right now. And I believe that with what he said just last night, he was not in a good mood. And I wouldn't blame Kyrie if he wanted to take some time to himself, or maybe he was talking to Luka and trying to make sense of all of this. And last night against the Philadelphia 76ers, after we lost, we finally heard from Kyrie. We now know exactly how he feels, what's going through his head, and how does he feel about this team moving forward. Without further ado, let's go into some of these quotes. He said, "Just really shocked. I'm still grieving right now. I miss my hermano. We had a lot of time together. We built some bonds that went beyond the basketball court. Get ready to go to Dallas to speak in front of our fans. I know they're feeling it. I'm feeling it too, guys. Just like everyone else at home, it hurts." Kyrie Irving on the Luka Doncic trade. Kyrie Irving shares his reaction to Luka Doncic. There's many videos out there from last night from the media wanting to know how Luka feels, and he laid it all out there. He's called Luka Doncic his hermano many times before. We know they're close. Like I said before, they've met each other's families. They have family dinners. Out of everybody on this team, aside from maybe Markieff Morris, Luka Doncic was Kyrie's closest friend, his closest teammate and confidant on the Dallas Mavericks. And honestly, the way things are looking, it's starting to look like Brooklyn Part 2 for Kyrie Irving, an organization who say they want you here, but they don't really put in the effort to show you that they want you to stay. Where in Brooklyn, they really weren't protecting Kyrie Irving from the media. They weren't really doing things for Kyrie to make him feel wanted. But in Dallas, it's been the complete opposite, where during Ramadan, they had a private chef fly with the team to make sure Kyrie Irving had his meals at specific times with the specific meals whenever he needed them. We've seen them make sure that Kyrie Irving is not attacked by the media, make sure that he is being painted in a good and positive light, as he's also giving back to the community and the fan base. And alongside Luka Doncic, it's only been nothing but amazing basketball and no drama. But now that two of his best friends, Markieff Morris and Luka Doncic, are gone, it does kind of feel like Brooklyn Part 2. But more quotes are coming in. Kyrie Irving on what was going through his mind as he processed the trade Saturday night, saying both that the goal is to win a championship, but that at the same time, we still have to acknowledge our little Slovenian presence is no longer here. We've got to adjust. And Kyrie Irving said in full, trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with all this and put my best foot forward as one of the leaders of this team. This is a weird case in NBA history to be a part of, but at the same time, it's the nature of our business, and it's a ruthless business. So you've got to be ready to pick up the pieces and run towards a championship. That's the ultimate goal, and why I play, and having other guys that are championship winners too helps. But at the same time, we still have to acknowledge our little Slovenian presence is no longer here, and we've got to adjust. And at the age of 32, almost 33, Kyrie Irving, he's been around the league for some time, traded, gone to different teams and organizations. He's won championships. He's been thrown to the wolves. He's seen it all. And I feel like Kyrie Irving is approaching this whole situation very maturely. Obviously, he's hurting. We're all hurting. A lot of people are hurting. But for Kyrie Irving, he understands that instead of just wallowing in that hurt, just sitting there and being upset, like he said, put your best foot forward. Kyrie Irving also said that he's one of the leaders, leading by example for the rest of the team, understanding that the world's not going to stop because of this trade. The season doesn't stop. We still have basketball games to play. And at the end of the day, these are professionals who want to play at the highest level, and they want to compete, and they want to win. So obviously, Kyrie Irving could just go in one direction where he's kicking and screaming and wanting to force his way out because his best friend's gone. Or he can go the more mature route, realize that it sucks. It's a business, a ruthless business. You got to put your best foot forward, and you got to be focused on the game of basketball and compete for a championship. But it doesn't end there, because on top of all this, Kyrie Irving was left off the 75th anniversary team, snubbed from the 2024 Olympic team, now snubbed from the All-Star game on almost 50, 40, 90 splits while averaging 24 points per game. It's disgraceful to the sport. So not only does Kyrie Irving constantly deal with just disrespect and backlash from the media, the public media, or even from the refs, the fact that he's left off the 75th anniversary team, the Olympic team, and All-Star game, now his best friends are gone. Kyrie Irving is a very strong individual, because I don't know too many people who could be this great of a basketball player or this great of a professional in any field and get this much disrespect. And just continuing with all this, yesterday during the game against the Philadelphia 76ers, a little video was captured of Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis just sharing an embrace before the game. Obviously recognizing that this is a very tough time for both guys, as Anthony Davis clearly had no idea he was going to get traded. He thought him and LeBron were going to ride till the wheels fell off. But he's now in Dallas. Kyrie Irving realized that even though Luka's gone and everyone's hurt, you got to make sure Anthony Davis feels welcome, as well as Max Christie, to make sure that it's not really that weird. It's not their fault that they got traded here. But while they're here, they are Dallas Mavericks. They're a part of the team, and making them feel welcome, letting them know that you're a part of us, and you're part of this family, is very important, and that's what a leader does. But the last thing that we're going to talk about right here, Tim Cato on DLLS Mavs says that the very early indications are that Kyrie Irving is not looking to leave the Mavs in the wake of the disaster. And that's a good thing, because like we all know, Kyrie Irving has a player option at the end of this season, and everybody's been saying Kyrie Irving's going to leave. He's going to opt out, go to LA, play with Luka, play with LeBron, get exactly what he wants. But as of right now, and anything can change, this could all be different by tomorrow. But as of right now, as it stands, Kyrie Irving is going to sign an extension with the Dallas Mavericks. He is not going to leave. And obviously, if that were to change, we'd report it here first, because we are Mavericks Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. But let me know in the comment section down below, do you think that Kyrie Irving's going to stay? Do you think that Kyrie Irving even wants to be here and be the leader now that Luka's gone? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We could have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for making this far to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a giveaway every single month on the channel. Only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But until next time, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.